since I'm too superstitious to say that 2026 is going to be better than 2025, it's going to be my year, everything is going to be great, I will just say that I'm great that I survived 2025. Although probably on the day when this video is published, 2025 isn't even over yet. Moin moin, dear people, old, new, my friends, the friends of my friends, my relatives, and anyone in the world who found this channel and who thought that the topics I'm talking about might be interesting for them. My name is Anna of Northern Germany, a survivor, a fighter, a writer, originally from Russia, an exiled Russian. And on this channel I talk about writing because I'm an aspiring author, books, mental health awareness because I was diagnosed with chronic depression a while ago, and all this together, and sometimes politics because I worry about the world and about my home country. The past videos, the past maybe 3 videos on my channel were vlogs. There was a reading vlog, a very cozy, atmospheric reading vlog, and you might like it if you also miss snow. Also, I've already published my Christmas vlog, a proper Christmas vlog on this channel, like the first one. And in this vlog, I was decorating this tree. It's not the cheapest Christmas tree, but it's a very pretty Christmas tree. Of course, if you love to have a Christmas tree, you can find the cheaper one. In a supermarket, they sell them for 12 euro or something. But I encourage you to make an effort, even if you're drained, even if you're squeezed in the end of the year, if there is something in your soul, in your body, inside, that is telling you that you should get a Christmas tree, please get yourself a Christmas tree. I have minimum decorations because I decided that I will be collecting different ornaments within years, but I'm very happy. This tree is very pretty. It was expensive, but it's very pretty, and the good thing about this tree that even if I didn't put any ornaments, it would be perfect anyway. It's also my first real tree. We had a Soviet Polish tree of plastic in Russia. It's also a vibe, you know. Christmas is for everyone, and it doesn't depend on your budget. I don't know, my tongue is twisted today, but okay. What is the topic of today's video? And the thing is, I am using this opportunity that I have this YouTube channel because I need a bit of a push to finish certain things that I started long ago, some of them even in 2024. And since I'm Russian, for me the New Year's Eve is very important. We have this saying that the way you spend the New Year's Eve, this is the way how you're going to spend the whole year, the whole coming year. I forgot the lights. That's better. And I have some books that I'd love to finish reading because, I'm a bit stuck with them, and they are not bad to DF them, but they are also a bit difficult to read, and I cannot dive into the world of the new exciting books that I have already written for myself, like to be read list. also I have a project which is very, very old, like 2024, November. If you watched my video about the DIY house, you know what I'm talking about. And also one project that I'd love to finish in this video, because this video is going to be about finishing rusty, dusty projects. It's a very shameful video. Yeah, let me show you. So the books I'd love to finish before the 31st of December. Cloud Atlas. It's not my book. It's my friend's favorite book, and it's good. It's, of course, like, David Mitchell is very talented. It's just not my book. But it doesn't deserve to be DF'd. Let's try to finish it. This is Hermann Hesse, Die Märchen, Fairy Tales. It was a gift from my friend to me. I think it was a Christmas gift. I think so, yeah. From the last year. And those are fairy tales. I really like fairy tales. I like folklore. So far, I didn't read much because usually I read those on the train to Hamburg, but there are no trains to Hamburg anymore till April. And if I read on the bus, on the replacing bus, I feel sick. So I will have to make an effort here, much more effort, because this one is 80% finished. This though is like at the very beginning. So far, what I can say about this book: women are evil, men are stupid. That's it. Yeah. Another one with which I'm gonna start, and I want to finish it before Christmas, ideally. This is the sweater that I knitted for my friend for his birthday. In February. He had his birthday in February. And yeah, I want to finish this sweater. Also, I wanted to do like a writing, but I also need to weave the ends. And maybe it's very ugly. I think it's very ugly. I overestimated myself, and my recommendation for days, like special days of your loved ones, it can be tempting to do something with your hands, but please don't overestimate yourself, because it's very difficult, and sometimes it's just like, you know, you plunge into the state that you cannot finish this project. And this is embarrassing. And the last one, the oldest one, is this house. Has a layer of dust, but the thing is, like, it doesn't have the wall covered because it still has no light. And this one is a bit challenging because I'm very bad at physics and all this stuff. But okay, let's see. I think I will start with the sweater because it's like the priority right now. All the other things they can wait. I still have time. Have a calendar here. What day is it today? Today is the 21st. The 21st. I still have like 7 days. 10 days. I also thought that if I managed to read these 2 books, I might also finish the Stardust and start and finish the Stardust because it's short, and I borrowed it from Jofi, from my friend, and maybe I could have returned that. But I think it's too ambitious. But okay, let's see. Let's see what it is going to be. It might sound annoying because I'm reiterating the same thing. But if you want to impress your loved ones, give them a handmade gift. If you want to preserve your mental health though, maybe it makes sense to find something on the internet or in the shop, because of course your loved ones will appreciate a handmade gift made specially for them, with something that connects you, and maybe it's some joke, like in my case, a joke between us friends. But at the same time, it took me the whole day, like 24 hours, I think, to finish this sweater, to finish the writing. And I wanted to give up several times, but I had no more time to give up on that because the gift has to be finished. And if I didn't have this particular school vacation, because I'm privileged to work at school and to have a school vacation, I would have spent weeks on finishing these letters. And if you work and if you are an occupied, busy person, please go to a shop and choose a gift. Mood for today: hair, Grinch, pajamas, Coraline. I think I saw Neil Gaiman in my dream. Ugh. But okay. I am packing the gifts and I'm having a therapy session very soon. I think in 40 minutes. And I thought I will manage to read a bit today. I read a bit yesterday. If you're wondering, Cloud Atlas is going, but very slowly, very slowly. Yesterday I finished the story about Louisa Ray. And the thing is, because I'm reading in a haphazard manner in fits and starts, there was an episode, there was a character who was probably mentioned like a long time ago, and this person wakes up from coma, and I'm like, who is this person? Who is this person? And I had to Google, and even after I Googled, I didn't remember. I didn't remember this episode. Maybe I was reading with one eye, which is blind of mine. I don't know. I don't know. Probably it's just not the best time for reading, because it's Christmas and it's 23rd today, and the 24th, which is Heiligabend, is already tomorrow, and I need to pack those. And I don't know if I'm going to my friends today, but I have a call planned with my other friend, with Sinai from Turkey. But this is my wrapping paper. I already used it to pack the gifts for Jofi. How AI you think it is? I think it's likely AI, but it's not bad. The deer is a bit creepy. I don't know if you can see that because it has no eyes. And I think this star is a bit weird. Or maybe not, it's just a flower. Yeah, I think it's AI, but it could be worse. And I like the color.
Wir können auch singen und ihr spielt. Ja, zusammen. Und vielleicht etwas schneller. Ja.
If you think that the sun hasn't risen today either, you're mistaken. It's just after 3 already, and towards 4 it's already getting dark. And it was sunny today in the morning, quite sunny, quite bright. Unfortunately, I just slept through almost the whole day, and I'm losing all my there. I had 2 wild days, but to the record, you must understand that in my world, wild days, it's when I'm not at home the majority of the time, and I go to bed after 12. I'm a granny. I wanted to quickly show you the gifts because maybe you will be inspired. I don't know. But I will give little to no context, okay? So the first one, gloves, seeds, and a spatula. No, not a spatula, a shovel. Oh my god, my brain is just like a rudiment today. It's time to dig graves, I guess. That was from Jofi. This is the mug from my friend. Maybe, I don't know if you can see the picture. His family long ago held a butter shop, and if someone says that I'm not a member of this family, I have a proof. I have a mug. I have a family mug. We all got these mugs. My friend ordered 42. What else? How many more warehouses do you want to have? Yes. Cecilia Ahern. I already read her book. I also got one last Christmas. And this one, my friend, she was very sorry to buy it secondhand because it's a gift, but I don't care personally. She says that it is not published anymore. It's not. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. It's something about people valuing their time. Typical Cecilia Ahern. A book from my friend. It's an author. She's a feminist and eco-activist. Calendar, Make It Yourself. The book about a woman and her daughter had very serious health restrictions and special needs, and this is the book how they were happy anyway, I guess. The book about kids with special needs and the peculiarities of educating them. And more calendar. It's actually a weekly calendar. It has a dog per week and a quote from a literary piece from a book. And this is a small book. You can find those in Germany. They sell them a lot. Janusz Wondrak und die Entdeckung der Gemütlichkeit. So this is basically life philosophy in pictures. For example, in one picture, how can you cope with anger? You should put your head into a bucket with ice water. I love it. I also got a golden ornament with a tree. I already put it together with my other stuff, gold and silver stuff. I don't have that much, but it has this tree, you know. I think it's very popular these days. My reading is going further. I think I am approaching 43. I'm approaching 50% of finishing the book. Yesterday I read a story about a boy. In his town, they needed to bury their dead, but they didn't have flowers, and it was somehow a very big problem. And they sent this boy to the king to ask for flowers, because otherwise the dead couldn't be reborn in the shape that they would want to be reborn in. And accidentally he jumps into a different dimension or different planet where it's like the wars going on, and many people are dying and such numbers that nobody thinks about flowers anymore. And the boy is upset, and he comes back home, and their king, their real king, of course, grants them with flowers. They bury their dead, and he doesn't understand if he had a nightmare or it was a real travel into the future or whatever, and this is the future of their society. It was written around the beginning of the First World War, so it's understandable. Okay, I think I will do a bit of the budget planning. I will order a couple of things for myself, and then I will continue reading, and when I get tired of this reading, maybe I will try to do the house. The garden house project can be declared finished with a small but, because I didn't manage to make it work, kind of. Well, I did, but not fully. As I have been saying, I'm quite bad at physics, and the reason for that is that I have quite a literary mind, but also I had a terrible teacher who hated my whole class because we were people who studied social science, and that was our profile, and she was always afraid of us suddenly desiring to take the physics exam in the end of school. So that was a very dramatic story. She was a very bad person, but I really don't know the basics of physics well. And here what I was supposed to do, the house lacked lighting, and it needed some time, it needed some commitment. That's why I had been postponing it for more than a year. And basically you needed to connect 2 wires to the controller. And as you can see, I'm not totally unsuccessful. I managed to make it work, but not fully. So the controller doesn't turn it on. Well, it does, but it doesn't stay, if you understand what I mean. It stays only if I press those connection wires very strongly. And I suppose it's probably not even entirely my fault. Probably this house is just not made in a way that it stays. And I learned a lesson. This project is announced finished, and let it be that way. I wash my hands, literally and also metaphorically. I will just drop by to make a conclusion from all this video. Today is the 28th of December. I always want to say January. No, December. My brain is a bit tired. Yesterday we went to the theater. We watched Gaslight, like the original Gaslight. And the actors played so well that the main villain, it was very hard to overcome this inner desire to smash his face with my fist. I was sitting there and I felt anger bubbling inside me. And my friends joked that this is why we are sitting at the back. Because some actors need protection from you. But okay, I didn't go to bed on time the past days. That's why probably I'm falling asleep constantly. So far the only project I haven't finished yet is this book, The Fairy Tales by Hermann Hesse. I am currently on the page 186. Yesterday I had a bit of an accident. I really hate when it happens. I ruined the page a bit because I did the makeup and I always do the makeup and then I start forgetting that I did the makeup, and I just touched my lips somewhere here, and then I touched the page, and then it was all in lipstick. I feel very bad. But okay, I think I will finish the book. Probably I could have finished it today, but I think it's a bit unrealistic because I already feel like I will start reading it and I will start falling asleep. Although it's a very good book, but it's also very deep, very philosophical, and it's also in German. So when I read into the text, when I dive into the text, my brain starts relaxing, I start falling asleep. I finished Cloud Atlas, also lying behind me. What I can say, it's also a valuable piece of literature. It's worth reading at least once. I think my favorite line is plot line, Louisa Ray. The character who I felt most sorry is Sonmi. The most contradictory character is Frobisher from Letters of Zethlehem. And the most peaceful one, I think, the Pacific Journal. What it is called, the Pacific Journal of Adam Ewing. I think that's the most peaceful one. And two other parts I really disliked. It was just not my thing. I think it's not the thing about the book. It was just not for me, I think. The sweater, I'm happy to finish the sweater. I don't have it on me. I already gave it to Klaus. And the thing was, I made the sweater with our local joke. Thank you for traveling with Deutsche Bahn, because, of course, in Germany, it's the main topic in discussions. It's a small talk thing. Deutsche Bahn, how late your train was. And if you want to get acquainted with the original Wise Guys, I think, the music video, Thank You for Traveling with Deutsche Bahn, you can watch it. It's very funny. But if you're not from Germany, probably you won't understand that, but okay. And the house is standing above me, and the house taught me that there are some projects that you allow yourself to give up on them, and you need to let these projects be maybe a bit unfinished, maybe a bit imperfect, maybe. So far, my plan for the next days to write and to rest, to finish the book, to celebrate the New Year's with my friends, and we're going to have a creamy criminal dinner, a game night. Don't like games, but I really love my friends, so I think I'll survive that. My plan for January, trying TikTok, writing, making a writing routine to prepare it for February, because I'm coming back. I'm returning to YouTube with a writing routine in February. Also, I'd love to be back on Instagram. If you miss me, I don't think so, but if you miss me, you can find me on Instagram. It's in the description. You can also read my articles. I wrote 2 recently. It's about Opa, our Opa who died recently, and it's also about people with special needs and disabled people, the Russian perspective. I also make the German perspective. I think this is it. I think it was a tense year, but a very productive year. I really hope that the world situation will improve in the next year. I doubt that. I want to believe, but it's hard to believe. And may all your dreams come true. If you feel alone, or if you want some relaxing content, you're very welcome on this channel. Thank you for supporting me. You can, of course, buy me a coffee, but it's not crucial. not crazy important because I earn my money. And the easiest way to support this channel, to write a comment, to give me a thumbs up, and it helps me going, it helps me get going, it helps me to understand what people like, what people dislike. But yeah, stay creative, be positive or don't be positive if there is nothing to be positive about. And I love you very, very much. And Happy New Year. I would have opened a champagne as Russian bloggers do, but I'm not a Russian audience blogger, and also I don't have a champagne, and today is also Sunday. But I will be wishing you love, love, and peace, peace from Anna of Northern Germany, and see you in February. And tschüss.